Right. So, if we have written law, what we are calling positive law, whether it is good, whether its content is bad, whether its content is poor, whether you don't like it, but that is the law of this nation. Kubanga nga wasira kulomera omundu ori but umukuka after being identified by Sabi Gazette to become umukuka. Ali olomara, I don't want to know that one. Or akenda abra inswala or bamubole or acha minister of gender, but it should be gazetted. That is when it begins to realize. Let's ensure that. Sese kende niwe yo na nze university muno ba university china kubenga kusomesa babandu befe basics of law, basic law, including media, basics of law. You cannot query what is enacted by a legislature. Two, baliyo na this not the other time. Baliyo ba MPs nabo baleka kukola kumulimo kwao to explain the legal process. The law making ni kamagambira ke bukuka kuti abarulirawo. Aliyo mulebe bari Simon Mulongo. Simon Mulongo aba CA delegate. Ngaba CA delegate we which is under I think Bugulo Summit. What's in Parliament? In 1994, he made the laws. The constitution here Uganda, the limit tribe bari buchisu, bari buchisu. Ibuchisu. Ashiri constitution chaba mo kwa 1926 mu gazette. 1st Feb 1926 cha ya mom. Mu 60s shiri mu constitution. Mu 1994 shiri mu constitution. Mu sahu Mulongo. Ngaba musiye eshe yashirura kota. Now that Mulongo has lost image around town. He has lost relevance. He thinks he can. Iliyo handle sibalanga bari muluzungu, bari Byzantine. I don't know whether you media you get the meaning of Byzantine. Byzantine is something that used to flourish, that used to be very powerful then, but it has faded off. It is a Byzantine empire. But ye command ni hala to 300 years. That is now the likes of Mulongo. Mulongo used to be a power. But it's no longer what he used to be. Now, the best to reinvent his image is now to attack a Bukuka, left and right. Waho Mako Mukuka, while Maribama Sabat raise up. That is prisoners. He can be arrested. We shall have him picked because he's fighting government. Yes, because what is in the constitution that we are following as a cultural institution? We are following laws of government. If you constitution, we are saying we don't want him 7, and that is erroneous. We would all be locked up. Isn't it so? And your prime minister says, "Batim Sirena, na Ibu ruled, the king of rule, Seba ruled, yes, Seba ruled. Na prime minister Seba ruled. If we are cultural, we are not connected to government, and this government is nothing." Seba ruled said, "What are you talking? It is this government that is paying us money. The 180 per quarter is from government. And you are saying you don't care about government. You get that? But now the point here is you cannot separate a cultural institution from government. Because without the constitution of Uganda, there will be no Bukuka. Bima ya sebini binana hali kabitenda mundo busani hu bachimisa kabisatiri without anything. Wado mukuka wa ifo you have a ubira busani ngebu yobe umusafari will not be muku. But because now we have the law. Irela buna muku. This law is a law enacted by the present government. And if I want to give you the history, here government here. Muna intili ngana kutie nyuma na vita. You remember the Amini Wars and others, the Obote. In 1981 or 80, Museveni akan hanibagan. Museveni akan hanibagan that Wimbawa if I come to power and restore the cultural institution or the kingdom of Uganda, will you support me? And the Baganda said, we have no problem with that. I'm very happy that when eventually government was able to come into power in 1986. By 1993, they fulfilled their promise of ensuring that the cultural institutions and traditional institutions are brought back. Ibuchisu, if by that time Umukuka Ubuchisu was still younger, His Highness Mungoma, if he was still energetic, he will be the one who is in charge. All these Mayasas will not be here. Wamimbi will not have been here. But because by the time government made a position to bring back Amukuka, they found him an ailing, sickly, old what? Old man. So he could not take up. When you go to Tororo, His Highness of Tororo, Stephen Owori. Stephen Owori was the Umukuka of Tororo in the 1960s.